how building trust helps to be a successful real estate agent.
Now, we want to definitely be building trust. It's kind of the key concept. If your clients don't trust you, how do you do business with them? So they have to trust you, and you have to trust them too. So we can't just say, oh, they're all liars. Like, that's not a good philosophy when we're working with other people. So basically, we want to have the humanist perspective. We're going to talk a little bit of philosophy just for a minute, and then we're going to dive into how that philosophy helps us in our business as real estate agents. So basically, do you want to talk to me about humanism?
No, you talk about it. What do you want to say?
Okay, so basically humanism has 4 factors. When we are building relationships is one of the key factors because we are, at our heart, human beings. My husband is a human being. I am a human being. And then how should we talk to each other?
Basically, we need to involve empathy, understanding, authenticity, and these are the at least three key elements to help us to basically enhance in our relationship and take them to the next level.
So when we look at ourselves as human beings, there's really 4 little deeper tenets that we have to talk about. He talked about 3 in general, but we're going to detail them a little bit more. Now, the first one is that we approach everything we do with compassion. What is compassion?
Basically, compassion really is concern about others' feeling and their circumstances.
Right. So this means if something happens to our kid, to the neighbor's kid, to this random person that you meet on the street, we show genuine concern for what just happened to them or to each other. So it's number 1 is you have to be compassionate.
Hi, this is Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel. Please go to theagentwolves.com and grab all of our giveaway.
Also, we are part of the Wolf Pack, so you would get our entire upline if you choose to join us. And we do hope you want to join us at EXP, so we would love to be your sponsor.
And also, please go grab an appointment with us and schedule a phone call.
Second one is a little deeper than that. We have to be empathetic. What is empathy?
Basically is understanding and sharing the feeling of others, no?
Right, so if my daughter comes home and she is upset because somebody did something to her at school because she's a little kid, I have to show empathy with that. I have to remember what it's like to be a little girl whose feelings were hurt on the playground, right? It's understanding that this empathy is there because this empathy and me feeling what she feels is building a deeper connection. So empathy is, we have to do this with our clients, with our children, with everybody. So if somebody on the street telling you how their rent has gone up $2,000 and they used to only pay $1,500, we have to really feel what it's like to have your rent go up 25% of the value. That's a lot.
Exactly.
And then if we can really feel it, then we can tell them on why they should be buying a home. What's the next thing?
Next thing is respect, basically valuing individual unique needs and their perspective.
Now, this also means you have to respect yourself. You have to know what your own needs are and your perspective. Because if someone's going to call you 3 o'clock in the morning every day, maybe, and you're a sleeper at night, maybe this isn't the best client to work with, but we have to be respectful and get somebody who is a night owl to work with them. So you have to know your needs and you have to know their needs, and we have to look at each other's perspectives. And the last thing is authenticity.
Exactly. Authenticity actually brings the true feelings and belief, and of course, encouraging the trust between the people.
If you're authentic, it means that you're staying true to who you are. They are staying true to who they are. And once we understand each other's feelings and we are both true to our core, this is going to build trust in a way that you can't force. It's happening because everybody is being truthful. So let's talk about how role playing helps.
Exactly. Therefore, this is also a very critical techniques that helps you to simulate the client interaction in the control environment, no?
So basically, with role playing, how can I explain? Okay, so they tell us a lot in sales, we need to role play in order to be better. Well, they're not telling us why we need to role play to be better. So this is where the humanist approach really comes into play here. Because when we're talking about each other's clients, he gets to be the buyer, I get to be the agent, or vice versa. I'm the seller, he's the agent. What are we doing? We're practicing not just scenarios, we're practicing listening to empathy. So we're listening to empathetic listening, we're learning to be humanistic, and we're trying to figure out clues, both verbal and nonverbal, to truly understand. So if we can do this, then we are really building our human approach to people, and that is really the key. What about problem solving with this?
Basically, we wanted to demonstrate to the client that we're working, or that either home buyer or home seller, that we are willing to help them by giving them the solution based on our knowledge, based on our expertise. No, because we say that we are a real estate agent, and we watch the market and we know what is the trend in the market.
So respectful communication is key. So we're going to say politely and considerately our opinions and our feedback, while they're going to give us their opinions and feedback.
Exactly.
And when we're role playing it, we're doing it in a way that is fine-tuning our emotional without actually bringing people involved, because that's the next level, right? So when we start talking to clients, that's the next level. So let's talk about how we really, really build trust.
Exactly. Therefore, trust is one of those cornerstone, that helps us to build a very good relationship with our clients.
So we have to be consistent with our clients.
Exactly.
This builds trust. So you have to say who you are, you have to be who you are, and you have to consistently deliver
Which is, you think is
who you are and then what they are. It's consistency is also in follow-up, and it's also in communication. It's in how we talk to somebody, and we are the same every single time in how we talk to them. So if you told them no the first time, we have to stick to our no's, not just around and around and around till we get to a yes because they break you down. That's not being consistent. So that's a negative, but we should try to be positive as much as possible as well. So you want to be consistent. You want to call people back when you said you were going to call them back. And then the second thing we want to do is be authentic.
Yes, exactly. Therefore, this is really need to be, we become a genuine person, and this genuinity because
Genuineness. Yeah.
genuineness becomes our second nature when we interact with the client. No?
So basically, we want to kind of, when we're role playing, talk about how we are being human beings, how we're looking at it better, and then our 4 factors coming into play: authenticity, trust is the whole key with this. And really, role playing is about practice makes perfect, right? So we want to kind of get through difficult conversations by role playing. My husband and I did this today. I know a client is very by the numbers, and I have to go meet the person by the numbers. Normally, I would have sent him by the numbers, but it has to be me. So we worked scenarios to where I feel comfortable going, we're going to talk by the numbers alone, because practice makes perfect. So we have to kind of role play this, and we did that today, and that's a really good thing. Now, what are the benefits?
Basically, the benefit of this cycle of trust is 3 things. No, the first thing that we wanted to talk about, like, to being open. No. And what does that means when you have that relationship?
You have to be open, honest communication, honest feedback, honest concerns. When everybody's honest about what things are, this honesty will lead to trust. The second thing is about openness also helps us, or trust helps us to be better agents. We get to give a better service.
Exactly.
So if you know that this person really has, I don't know, they have 5 kids, so they really need 6 bedrooms, and that is because their kids are all teenagers, and that is 100% the hardest thing to find in my market. And so we want to try to find a way that their needs are going to get met, and maybe this person is willing to be more creative with us in their needs being met.
Exactly. And the last one that we wanted to talk, also improved services that really reinforce and helps with the trust, and high quality service that you provide for your client. It helps you to build a stronger relationship of the trust with them.
Okay, so really some short steps is get a role play partner when you're trying to build trust with clients, and really do these role plays out. So we want to, number 1, find someone, my husband, for me. Number 2, we want to create the scenario. I told you earlier we were running a scenario of what to deal with somebody who only wants to talk to me about numbers.
That if there are, for example, home buyer, home seller, or even they're investor.
And then we want to act it out. So one of us is going to be the client, one of us is going to be the agent, and we're going to demonstrate listening. So we have to listen and show empathy and understanding, and really go back to that humanist approach that we talked about. And then after we role play, what do we do?
Basically, afterward, discuss what worked well in that scenario when you had this human interaction, and this way you can improve, and at the same time when you improve, you're building trust during that interaction.
So we can't wait to talk to you, and we hope your role playing goes better and you are building trust with your clients.
And don't forget to go to our agentwolf.com website and grab an appointment with us, Alan Victoria. We'd love to be part of your journey and be your sponsor at eXp Realty that we love. And also look at this video and see you next time.